Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
Alright, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. Remember, you can't run, you can't hide from God. And that's what that's about, just so you know. What I speak about is also in the Bible everywhere. And I get it real time from God, and I got it real time from it happening around us. Again, remember the woman from Babylon. I guess they called her the queen. She can't be a queen. She works for Satan. Again, they mimic queen and king. I'm sure I got everything here. Right. So, but she hasn't tasted anything horrific in her life. Therefore, she's all powerful. And she's the Almighty. That's happening everywhere. And actually, the system creates that illusion. With intention. So whatever happens to them, something worse has to happen to everyone else. And again, that may have been the system that was in place when she was here. So I want you to be able to read stuff. Here's something real quick. So they're coming against my security system. That's a given. Metaphysically, psychologically, and physically. Well, I'm setting my security system up today to, plug in things in, and I have backup batteries that I use with it and all that kind of thing. So I was setting that all into motion. Everything's falling on the ground. Poltergeist. What is that poltergeist? It's them. And if they could, I wouldn't have the security system. Now, what does it take not to have the security system? Could be me dead. See, they actually will themselves forward to kill people to effectuate their curses and effectuate their evil will. But it's not okay to be a poltergeist. Like, oh, we're just poltergeist. Isn't that annoying? But again, the next thing is it's, a nuclear war to stop. I don't know if you heard me there. My thing timed out. I'm going to fix this here. They turned that off. I don't. It never turned off before you learned how to hack it. Well, we don't hack anything. So I'll start over again. I don't know where this went out, but the Queen of Babylon, she didn't taste anything bad in her life, widow status or whatever. It was miserable. So she figured she's all powerful. She's the Almighty. That's going on today. The system actually physically is structured for everybody that they're attacking to have less than the person that they're backing into the criminal enterprise to oppress community and community members. It's satanic. It's evil. It's organized crime. It's racketeering. It's nothing else. And that's from them. That last part, they got into my channel there. Like I was speaking about psychic channels. It is something else. But we won't dwell on that for now. So I was setting up my security system, and I think it was still awake, my phone, when I said that. And actually, in Windows, you can actually broadcast with the screen off, so I'm not sure if they've fixed that on this one or not. And as I was doing it, poltergeist, things were dropping on the ground. Crazy stuff. Really going crazy. Not just, and even a little is them. Even if one thing dropped on the ground, it's them. And you should actually hear that. You should go, them. It's them. Not to be afraid, just to curse them off. Just to curse them off. So that poltergeist will develop into something that destroys your security system, such as me moving. Because I had to use so much energy to move and the attack increased, I didn't get my offline system up. I know they're not doing me a favor. You'll hear that from them all the time. Oh, we're doing me a favor to show them the security system wasn't up right. They're full of shit. They're demonically and criminally full of shit. Their investigations are absolute and utter fraud and fabrications. They could actually point to things in people's lives by saying, see here, see there. They cause it. And you go, whoa, that's horrendous. Well, if somebody ended up committing some crime based upon another person beating them up psychologically, blocking their life physically, possibly surreptitious drugging, it's not that person's fault. Again, they'll tell you I'm only speaking about myself. They're wacko, ludicrous idiots in your heads. I mean, it's just so ludicrous that you as an intelligent being should just be able to push them out of your minds. I mean, some of you are so complicit, it's disgusting. Because that, you have your money or whatever it is. But you really don't have your money. It's an illusion. We have all this technology. No, we don't. I've already proven how everything's behind the times. Retro microphones are starting to pick up. CAD recreated its E77 again, but it's still kind of screwy. The one big thing is, remember this one, and all the microphone manufacturers should do it, USB-A to USB-A. That is what's needed because that's closer to what they use in the microphone industry, the XLR. It's a heavier connection. So you need the USB micro is a miserable thing. USB-C, a little longer, but it doesn't last too good. So USB-A to USB-A would probably be very low fail rate, but then again, they wouldn't sell it on the device in 1 to 2 years. As soon as the warranty dies, right? USB-C, your cable die, connection to jack dies. So again, they're moving things that cause other things to happen. We could have a nuclear war to stop everybody's security devices, just because they willed everybody's security devices to fail. But what's happening in the government? They can't control the intrusion any longer into their stuff because they intruded in everybody else too long. They hit the drop dead. Earth, actually, I won't call this Earth. This planet, this hellish planet, has a system, but it's broken. It's like mostly fraud and fabrication. But eventually, it will catch the people. But it's not like deterrence because it's usually too late. Like if somebody has committed 15 murders via spycraft, psychological and possibly physical. And again, spycraft is physical. If a person sits there and gets somebody to kill you based upon psychological manipulation of the community and of individuals and groups of people, then that's murder. Then they murdered that person. But because the billionaires and millionaires pay to do it and pay to let it be, then nobody investigates it. And if they investigate it, nothing happens, or the investigator gets killed. We got a fire truck here. Fire truck, does it mean anything? I can't see the number, so I can't tell you. So again, that's a blindness. I'd be at the front of the intersection. I'd see the fire truck, I'd see the number, and I'd know what to tell you. So look at the number of the fire truck that just went down. What is that intersection? I keep forgetting this name here. It's Greenwood, not Gateway. It's Greenwood. Might mean something. And it's yellow blinking light attached to it. Again, there's green lights here. There's a red light. It means nothing to me. The green caution, the caution arrow light means something. And it's connected to that fire truck's number. Don't be harassing people in the community with fire trucks because it'll just get miserable for all of us. It's not what that stuff's made to do. No, it doesn't work. It actually makes mass shooters and bombers and everything else. Medical wash sale. $9.99 for 2 months. Looks too sophisticated. What the? Is it a no touch? No, it's a touch. Yeah, they screwed me here. My vehicle has a railing on the top. I probably rip it off if I went through it. So they cursed my Mini Cooper for so long, and when I was in Oklahoma, it ripped the freaking wing off, the carbon wing, and they were laughing all day, I'm sure. So I got like a $35 replacement original spoiler. I actually picked up a couple miles per gallon. Just from going, that shows the carbon wing, it has the drag on it to keep the back end down. So it actually worked. Right. Well, again, to reverse it, you got to put them all out. You just got to put them out of government. Get rid of them. You have the evidence. It's a matter of coming clean with it. And then the private sector cronies arrest them. So that iron arrived late, and the boxes beat up. So who knows? He probably drove around with an agent in the back of his vehicle or her vehicle all day, right? Or PI. I don't know. Again, you have requirements in those places not to do what you're all doing. No, I'm not crazy. You all are. You're all going to hell. I'll return and be the most high angel that God ever created. For whatever reason, God created the most high angel, probably for this work. Hierarchy doesn't exist, actually, where we are, where we come from. Hierarchy's stupid, ignorant, and actually a lowerarchy. No, I didn't say it was the most high God. I said it was the most high angel. you're the inventors of hierarchy. That's actually the hierarchy, but God used it. So again, up this way, I'm blocked from this area up here. I saw problems a long time ago. I think I looked at an apartment complex up this direction. But I have to look around and take a look. Like, I mean, it was at the point where it hinders children growing up in the area. Maybe life of crime, maybe behavioral issues, maybe educational issues. I think this is one of the areas. The Hobby Lobby closed down. That's a sign. Actually, they moved up the street, or they just closed that one. Muirland and Santa Fe. But I think it's heading west, maybe north there. I guess it's kind of like Olathe, I guess. Well, this area needs to get healed. I think I just missed my turn. I don't know. It's another one up here. G.I. Elmore, Gilmore for Oasis School Board. Gilmore, G.I. Elmore. Now he's on a fire truck. Hopefully you're not screwing off people with the fire truck. No, because Satan pays them. If they're using a fire truck, what they'll say is investigate, but they use it to harass people they're trying to turn into mass shooters and bombers and rapists and pedophiles and everything else, because it's based upon applying the stress. Again, risk versus reward. If they're always harassing you, what's the reward? Well, become a pedophile and then they won't harass you. That cop revealed a lot in that bullshit statement he made. They go, oh, that was like the glory of 911 or 9/11 of repelling the terrorists. It's all bullshit. They created terrorists. First, they were probably too incompetent to figure out creating terrorists would cause such an issue. Wow, here's a nice mini, like my first one, but it's not a like John Cooper Works. It's a S. Wait, that black 2005 I had was a gorgeous mini. I guess the yellow one was pretty nice, but I like the 2005. And the lady hit it. What they do is when I go to buy a mini, they block it. It's the same thing. Why do we do this? Well, one of the things they go, well, he uses it to try to pick up young women. I'm like, what? That's what they do, all of you. A non-existent world of me trying to pick up big young women all the time. I'm just not successful at it. That's what they say. I'm not successful at picking up young women. That's why I don't have sex with them, right? You're all sick. You're some of the sickest of the sickest. I can see all of you. I know how many times you had sex in a day. I can tell everything. You're sick pieces of shit. And they're the ones that are having sex with the young women on duty. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. You either get rid of them or we will expose more of you cops, just like that cop in Maryland, in PG County. We know what you're doing, all of you, because we're with God. Real God, not Satan, the Satan you call God, all of you. They call Satan Jesus all day long while they screw off people. Stay peaceful. Praise God in all